So welcome to the first Flex OBOB battle of the books. You guys have been working really hard all year. I'm Ms. Laws, and my assistant running this today is Ms. Steiner. She's got a daughter in my classroom. And we are so excited about our first battle today. And our very first rule is if you can turn on your camera, we would love to have all cameras on. We need to have them on during the battle. And if you're having problems with your camera and you cannot turn it on, you can let us know, but we need to be able to see you. Okay. Ms. Steiner, you may take over.
All right. So I am going to be the moderator and the scorekeeper today. So you can call me Ms. Steiner if you need to get my attention to ask me any questions. And that means I'm the one that's going to read you the questions and check your answers and write down the score to compare with Ms. Laws. And the first thing we need to do is find out who your spokesperson is going to be. Now, hopefully you guys decided before you came today. And if you are the spokesperson, we need you to change your name so that you have an S right after or right before your name. That's S for spokesperson. So we talked with some of the kids about how you change your name before we started, but there's a couple ways. If you open your participants window, you can do it that way. You hover over your name and you should see something that says more or rename. And so I see Kylie has an S after their name, and I'm going to, and I see Olive has an S after their name. So I see two spokespeople. Perfect. So Olive and Kylie, can you guys see each other, or can you spotlight them, Miss Law? So they are going to do rock, paper, scissors to see which team is going to be odd and which team is going to be even. And the odd team is going to be the one that goes first. So I see a question. Ryan, go ahead.
I actually don't, I was just talking about, I don't have a camera on my computer since I'm using a different computer. Just gonna let you guys know. So.
Oh, thanks for letting us know. And you're watching today. That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. That's perfect. Thanks, Ryan, for letting us know that. All right, so Olive and Kylie, can you guys see each other? Or do you have, is there a way to spotlight them so I can do, or I can do a coin?
I spotlighted all of the kids, and so I could remove the other spotlights, but then I'll have to pop them back on. Can you guys, do you see 7 faces in the middle of your screens? Yes, I see one yes and one no.
I'm gonna see if I can give myself my gallery view. All right, I can see, Kylie, I can see you, and I can see Olive. So you guys hold up your hands high on the screen like this. And when I say go, I want you to do rock, paper, scissors, shoot. And you pick, and I'll determine the winner because I can see both of you. All right, ready? Hold your fist really high, Olive. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Okay, go again. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, I see a paper. Olive, you win. Paper beats rock. So Olive, you are on the flamingos. Would you like to be odd and go first, or even and go second?
Even.
Even. So the flamingos with spokesperson Olive will be the even team. That means the book dragons with spokesperson Kylie will be going first and will be answering the odd questions. And so I have a score sheet, and I'm just explaining mostly for the parents out there, where I wrote down their name. I know it's kind of hard to see their name and their spokesperson's name to remind me of who's odd and who's even. And I will remind you before I read the question, which team is going to be answering. Okay, so
And the next
Next,
thing we need to know is if they brought their own Google Doc. Did you guys already set up a shared Google Doc, or do we need to share one with you right now? You have one? Both teams?
Have one, yeah.
Okay, let's have Olive. Do you know how to copy and paste the link to that Google Doc into the chat for me?
No.
Okay. Do I have a coach or a teacher who can do that for me right now?
I just did.
Okay, great. Thank you. And then the other team, Kylie, do you know how to do that?
Yes.
Okay, just paste it into the chat for us so we can keep our eyes on it. Great. Good job, you guys.
they're professionals.
They are.
All right, now the next thing for us to check is, does everybody have their name already typed on the doc?
I see in Ms. Doolittle's class is all set up. Well, somebody's name just disappeared, but it looks like it's ready to go.
Perfect.
I didn't get the second one yet. Oh, there goes. Kylie just gave it to me, so perfect.
All right, and
So I
Yes,
can
but-
keep an eye on the docs.
okay, that would be great. So we're going to have our judge, who's Miss Laws, who will help me if I have any problems. She's going to check your docs and keep an eye on how you guys are discussing on your doc. Now, while you guys are discussing, Miss Laws will also keep a 30-second timer, and she will let you know when your time is up. The spokesperson is the only person who can give an answer. If your team is ready early, that's okay. Your spokesperson can just say, "We are ready." And you don't have to wait for the full 30 seconds. Once time is up, the spokesperson has to give their best answer. And nobody else can help. You can't help by typing on the doc anymore, so you just have to stop when time is up. We recommend that once your question is completely done, you erase what you wrote before I read the next one, so your spokesperson doesn't get confused.
Did you
Let's
talk
see,
about needing to go to the bathroom or getting kicked out? Did you cover
Yes,
those?
if you get kicked out, just join back in. Miss Laws and I will be watching for anyone who got kicked out, and we'll let them back in from the waiting room.
And then you need to let us know if you're in the middle of a question and you get kicked out and you need us to stop the timer and start it again or reread the question for you, then you need to let us know that, because it's hard for us to know when people get kicked out of the meeting until you come back in. Does that make sense?
Yeah, if you feel like you really didn't hear the question and you really didn't get to answer, you can say, "I got kicked out, can you please pause?" And we'll do a little restart.
So there's two people who can unmute their cameras and talk. That's the spokesperson when you're ready to answer, and anybody who gets kicked out of the meeting and needs to let us know, you're allowed to talk directly to us. And don't be embarrassed, just go ahead.
Yeah. And if you have to go to the bathroom, you do not need to let us know. We're not going to do a pause. What we recommend is that you listen to the question, give your best guess on your doc, and then run to the bathroom as fast as you can.
Do not take your
And then come
camera.
back.
Do not take your
Yes.
camera in the bathroom, please.
No, just leave everything where it is and go real fast. And then you can come back and join your team. But we're not pausing for potty breaks. So, but do go if you have to go. All right. What else did I think
I think you've kind of gone
That-
through it all.
covers most anything?
Do you guys have any questions before we get started, teams? Dira does. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, she's stretching. She's getting limber. She's ready to answer
ready.
questions.
She's ready.
Stretch out the back. Okay. So the timer does not start until I finish reading the question, and your spokesperson can ask me to repeat. They will not restart the timer, but I will repeat the question. Both teams can write on their doc while thinking about the question, so you don't have to wait for your team's turn. I will ask the team to give their best answer, and if they're wrong, the other team can hear the question again and get another 30 seconds. So if you need more time, if your team didn't come up with an answer, you can get an extra 30 seconds. Just to make sure that your spokesperson is the only one giving me the answer. I think that's everything before we start.
Ready? Guys
We're
ready?
ready. I feel ready.
Are you guys ready? Okay.
All right, so we will start with the in which book questions. This means your team needs to give me a title and an author. There is an opportunity to steal either all the points or part of the points if a team misses the title or the author. So everybody should be thinking while I read this question.
And can I ask one more question? Coaches, teachers and coaches, was the 30 seconds, did that work for the kids to use the Google Doc? Or do we need to extend that a little bit?
Well, we only had chance to practice one time, so 30 seconds was a little bit tricky. So yeah,
Should we go to 40 seconds and give it a try and see if that helps?
I think so. That would be
Okay.
nice. Yeah.
Like sometimes the voice thing gets the words wrong, and so I had to.
So just ignore it if it does that. As long as you can more or less tell what somebody's writing, it should work. But I'll
We'll
give you
do
guys a
40
little
seconds.
more time.
Yeah, we'll do
Thanks.
40 seconds. That sounds great.
40 seconds.
Okay, so we are starting with the odd number. So that means book dragons. This is your question. In which book does a character discover a woman crying in a secluded spot?
Could you repeat the question?
In which book does a character discover a woman crying in a secluded spot? Okay, that's
Fine.
time, book dragons. Kylie, what is your team's best guess?
Front Desk by Kelly Yang.
Could you say the title again? I didn't hear you.
Front Desk by Kelly Yang.
Okay, that is incorrect. I will read the question again for the flamingos. You can steal all 5 points on this question. In which book does a character discover a woman crying in a secluded spot?
Time.
Okay, flamingos, what is your best guess?
Small spaces.
Do you have a guess for the author?
No.
Small spaces is correct. So you earn 3 out of the 5 points. Catherine Arden is the author. So that's 3 points for the flamingos. The next question is even. Question 2. This is for the flamingos. In which book does a character lay down a scent by beating the ground with their paw?
It's time.
All right, flamingos, what's your guess?
A Wolf Who Called Wonder by Roseanne Perry.
That is correct. That is 5 points. The next question is odd. Number 3 for the book Dragons. In which book is a character bound by a chain with barely 3 steps to move in any direction? All right, book Dragons, what is your best guess?
The Night Fairy by Laura Amy Schultz.
That is incorrect. So I'll read the question again. For the flamingos, in which book is a character bound by a chain with barely 3 steps to move in any direction? Okay, flamingos, what is your guess?
The Dragonette Prophecy.
Okay, and do you have the author?
No.
No, that is correct. It is the Dragonette Prophecy for 3 points, and the author is Tui T. Sutherland. The next question is even for the flamingos. Question 4. In which book does a character wear a training jersey underneath a dress shirt? Okay, flamingos, what's your answer?
Power Forward.
Power Forward is correct. Do you have a guess for the author?
No.
No. Okay, so this means that the book Dragons have a chance to steal 2 points if they can tell me the author. I'll read the question again. In which book does a character wear a training jersey underneath a dress shirt? All right, Book Dragons, do you have a guess for the author?
Henacon.
Henacon is correct. So you stole 2 points from that problem. We are on an odd problem. Question 5. This is for the Book Dragons. In which book is a character's mom supposed to be home by 5 o'clock? All right, Book Dragons, what is your answer?
Boy Called Bat by Elena K. Arnold.
That is correct. You have 5 points on that problem. Our next problem is even. Question 6 for the flamingos. In which book is a character's skin color the same as the inside of an avocado?
Can you repeat the question?
Yeah. In which book is a character's skin color the same as the inside of an avocado?
Time.
All right, flamingo, what's your guess?
Bob by Wendy Mass and Rebecca Steed.
That is correct. You have 5 points on that problem. Number 7 is odd. So this question is for the Book Dragons. In which book does a character have a button collection? Okay, Book Dragons, what's your answer?
Unusual Chickens for the Exceptional Poultry Farmer by Kelly Jones.
That is incorrect. Flamingos, I will read the question again. In which book does a character have a button collection? All right, flamingos, what is your guess?
Bob.
That is incorrect. The answer is The Vanderbeekers of 141st Street by Karina Yan Glazer. Question 8. This is even. It is for the flamingos. In which book do monsters kidnap babies in the night?
Changeling.
And do you have a guess for the author? Oh wait, are you the spokesperson, flamingos? Oh, remember, don't answer unless you're the spokesperson, okay?
So am I
Okay.
continuing the timer now?
You can keep going with the timer.
Okay.
It was a small mistake. That's okay. Just remember that only your spokesperson can answer. All right, flamingos. Olive, what are you going to say?
Changeling, but I do not have an author.
All right, Changeling is correct. So Book Dragons, you have a chance to steal the author. In which book do monsters kidnap babies in the night? Okay, Book Dragons. Kylie, what do you guys think for the author?
William Ritter.
That is correct. So you stole 2 points. So I'm just going to pause for a second. I'm going to add up the in which book totals, and then we will do the content questions. I'm just going to double check with the judge that I scored the same.
So if you
So
needed
for
to
the
go, yeah, if you needed to go to the bathroom, now would be a good time to run.
Yeah, so let's see. For the Book Dragons, I have 9. And for the Flamingos so far,
I have
I
more. I have more than that. So
Okay.
I actually have 14. So on question 2, I have 5 points.
I think you have that in the wrong column. The Flamingos have question 2.
Okay, then that's why. Okay.
I think that's what I have. I think they stole that one. Oh no,
Okay.
they got it right the first time.
Okay.
So
So go ahead then.
all right, so let's see what
So
I've
that
got
would
for the
be
Flamingos.
9. Okay.
Yeah, that's 9. I got 9. And then I got 10, 22
Yep, that's what I've got.
for the Flamingos. Yeah, we can double check the recording on question 2 if nobody remembers. But
Okay.
I'm pretty sure the Flamingos got question 2 right. Flamingos, do you remember?
What was the question about?
It was about the book where a character lays down a scent by beating the ground with their paw.
That was, I think they did get it right. Okay.
I think they got that one right.
Yeah,
too.
they did get it right. It was a wolf called Wanderer. Okay. And we
But I
just were
think
joined by Elias. So
Awesome.
that's great.
Hi.
All right. Did everybody make it back for the content questions? I see a bunch of smiling faces. Okay.
Elias, do you have access to your group's Google Doc?
No, but I'm getting it up.
Okay. You can go ahead and mute again, honey. Thank you.
Okay.
Welcome.
Awesome. So let me just, while Elias is getting set up, let me just remind you, we have 8 more questions. These are the content questions. So I will tell you the title, and then I will ask you a question from that book. And then your team will need to come up with the answer. You can also steal these problems. They're worth 5 points each. And some problems are 2 parts, and so that you can steal part of the problem. And I will let you know if it's a 2-part problem, so that you'll know if you have to give 2 answers. So we're starting with odd. Content question number 1 is for the book dragon. In Unusual Chickens for the Exceptional Poultry Farmer, what does Sophie name the black streak chicken whose feet are covered in feathers? Okay, so book dragons. Kylie, what is your guess?
Road runner.
That is correct. So that is 5 points for the book dragons on question 1.
Can I just point out, flamingos, when the book dragons are guessing, you can be discussing the question on your Google Doc, even though it's not your turn yet. And you don't have to wait until the full 40 seconds to answer. If you've discussed it and they answer and they get it wrong and you have another answer, then you can answer right away. So you don't have to wait till your turn to be discussing it. You can discuss it during the other person's turn. Okay?
Okay.
Good reminder. All right, question 2. So this is reminding us that all the teams can discuss during the discussion period. But the team that will answer me here, it's even, are the flamingos. Number 2, in The Night Fairy, what creature does the spider hate more than birds?
Can you please repeat the question?
In The Night Fairy, what creature does the spider hate more than birds? Okay, flamingos. Olive, what is your guess?
Bats.
That is incorrect. So, book dragons, you can steal question 2. I will read it again. In The Night Fairy, what creature does the spider hate more than birds? Okay, book dragons, what is your guess?
Wasps.
That is correct. So you stole 5 points on question 2. Next odd question is for the book dragons. Number 3. In El Defo, what is the name of the character who hides hundreds of paper boats filled with candy for Fifi?
Can you please repeat that?
In El Defo, what is the name of the character who hides hundreds of paper boats filled with candy for Fifi? Okay, Book Dragons. Kylie, what is your guess?
Ashley?
That is correct. That's 5 points for question 3. Our even question is for the flamingos. In front desk, this is a 2-part question. That means there are 2 answers. And if you get one right, you get 3 points. And if you get both of them right, you get 5. So in front desk, what 2 colors are the walls of Dale Elementary School? All right, flamingos. Olive, what is your guess?
Black?
Black. And did you have a second guess?
Brown.
Black and brown is incorrect. So, Book Dragons, you have a chance to steal all of the points because they did not get any of the colors right. I'll read the question again. In front desk, what 2 colors are the walls of Dale Elementary School?
Can you say that question again?
In front desk, what 2 colors are the walls of Dale Elementary School? Okay, time's up, Book Dragons. Kylie, what is your guess?
Pink and green.
Pink and green is correct. So you stole the 5 points for question 4. Our next odd question, number 5, is for the Book Dragons. In Power Forward, what instrument does Zayed play in his elementary school fall concert?
Could you please repeat the question?
In Power Forward, what instrument does Zayed play in his elementary school fall concert? Okay, book dragons. Kylie, what do you guys think?
Violin.
Violin is correct. So that's 5 points for question 5. Question 6 is even. This is for the flamingo. In A Wolf Called Wander, according to father, what is the only thing that hunts a grown wolf?
Can you please repeat the question?
In A Wolf Called Wander, according to father, what is the only thing that hunts a grown wolf? Okay, flamingos. Olive, what do you think?
Elk.
That is incorrect. So book dragons, you can steal. I'll read the question again. In A Wolf Called Wander, according to father, what is the only thing that hunts a grown wolf? Okay, book dragons. Kylie, what do you guys think?
A human.
A human is correct. So you stole 5 points. And we're ready for the next odd. Number 7 is for the book dragons. In small spaces, what item does Ollie throw that hits Brian on the back of the head?
Can you please repeat that?
In small spaces, what item does Ollie throw that hits Brian on the back of the head? Okay, book dragons. Kylie, what is your answer?
A rock.
A rock is correct. And now we have question 8. This is even, so it's for the flamingos. In Bob, what is the name of the stuffed green elephant?
Can you repeat the question?
In Bob, what is the name of the stuffed green elephant? Okay, flamingos. Olive, what is your answer?
I don't have one.
Okay, so that one is incorrect, and we give a chance for the book dragons. In Bob, what is the name of the stuffed green elephant? Okay, book dragons. Kylie, what do you guys think?
I don't have an answer.
Okay, the answer is Rufus. So let me do another quick total check with Miss Laws.
Don't we have one more?
Oh,
we
no,
don't.
that was
That was the
question
last
8.
one. Okay, that was it.
Yeah. Okay,
I've got it.
so 35 in that round
35.
for book dragons.
Yep.
All right, so we have 35 plus 9, so 44
Mhm.
and 22 for the flamingo. So our winners for the first round of play are the book dragons. And you guys, very good round, you guys have answered tons of correct questions. That was a really smooth round. You guys, both teams did a fantastic job. They're
I'm
so
super
they're-
impressed. Super impressed with you guys.
I didn't see the docs because I was watching other things, but it sounded like you guys were really disgusting. Your faces looked very cute when you were talking, and you were doing a great
Good
job.
game, Flamingos.
Yes, good
So
game.
you're-
That was good sportsmanship. Thank you.
Yeah,
both
good
teams.
job. And both of you get to have another round tomorrow. So Flamingo,
Wednesday.
go home and read your book. Or no, not tomorrow, on Wednesday, you're right.
Wednesday's our next round. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And if you
So-
tie, if the Flamingos win on Wednesday, then we'll do a tiebreaker on Thursday. But if the book dragons win on Wednesday, then they go on to the 4th grade round.
Mhm.
So exciting.
Yes.
Elias, go ahead. What's your question?
What happens if we tie the points?
Jack.
Yes, in the next game, if you guys tie the points, I will ask more questions until we break the tie.
Oh, but I mean like on Thursday if we tie in the days.
That's okay. There won't be a tie on a Thursday because that will be 3 games. So I'll keep asking questions until there's no tie left. But if on Thursday you're still tied, I will just keep asking questions.
Okay, that makes more sense now.
Okay, good.
I'm going to stop the recording now. But thank you all. If there's any parents who have questions, we'll stay on after.